Most people think Bill Cipher loves chaos because he's evil, that he destroys worlds simply because he can, because he's insane, sadistic, or just enjoys watching things burn. And honestly, that explanation feels good. It's simple. But that version of Bill Cipher doesn't actually hold up. Because chaos, to Bill, isn't random. It's deliberate. It's ideological. And once you realize that, Bill Cipher stops looking like a mindless villain and starts looking like someone running from something. You're not wrong to say Bill loves chaos. He absolutely does. But if you want the real reason why he despises order, why he rejects responsibility, and why even his deals contradict everything he claims to believe, then you need to understand what chaos actually means to Bill Cipher. Because it was never about destruction. It was about freedom. Bill Cipher isn't chaotic by accident. He doesn't create destruction because he's bored. He does it because he believes in it. But why would a being powerful enough to control reality choose chaos over order? Why does Bill Cipher admire chaos instead of trying to rule a perfect world? To Bill Cipher, chaos isn't disorder, it's freedom. As a being born in a rigid, two-dimensional world, Bill sees rules, structure, and order as prisons. Limits are things meant to be broken, not respected. Chaos represents endless possibility, a reality where nothing is fixed, nothing is predictable, and nothing can trap him again. This is why Bill doesn't build empires or enforce systems. Instead, he warps, twists, and corrupts reality itself, turning the universe into a playground where rules no longer apply. In Bill's mind, order is stagnation. Chaos is evolution. And Weirdmageddon wasn't meant to be a reign, it was meant to be release. If chaos is Bill Cipher's ideal, then order is his enemy. But this isn't just a philosophical disagreement. Bill doesn't dislike order, he despises it. So what is it about structure, rules, and stability that Bill Cipher finds so offensive? To Bill Cipher, order is a lie. People tell themselves to feel safe. He believes structure forces people to hide from what life really is. Unpredictable, painful, and meaningless. Rules don't protect you, they numb you. In Bill's eyes, order is something the weak cling to because they're afraid to face reality without a safety net. It's artificial, forced, a cage disguised as comfort. This belief likely comes from Bill's own origin, a world where everything was flat, fixed, and controlled. To him, order isn't harmony, it's suffocation. That's why Bill mocks laws, morality, and systems of control. He doesn't see them as noble, he sees them as excuses people use to avoid chaos. And if chaos is true, then order to Bill Cipher is cowardice. When Bill Cipher talks about freedom, he doesn't mean choice or independence. He means something far more dangerous. So what does freedom actually mean to Bill Cipher, and why does his definition destroy everything it touches? To Bill Cipher, freedom means no limits, no responsibility, no consequences, no punishment for what you do to others. In his worldview, true freedom only exists when nothing can restrain you, not laws, not morality, not even reality itself. Sanctions, rules, and accountability are just tools used to control and weaken those who are strong enough to rise above them. This is why Bill despises consequences. They imply responsibility, and responsibility implies guilt. And Bill refuses guilt. By rejecting responsibility entirely, Bill convinces himself that nothing he does can be wrong. Destruction isn't evil, it's expression. Suffering isn't tragedy, it's entertainment. But this version of freedom has a cost. Without limits, nothing has meaning. Without responsibility, power becomes cruelty. And without consequences, chaos stops being liberation and becomes nihilism. Bill Cipher claims to hate limits. He despises rules, responsibility, and structure. So why does he keep making deals? Deals have conditions. Deals have rules. Deals have consequences. Isn't that the exact thing Bill Cipher claims to stand against? Bill's hatred of order only applies to himself. When Bill makes a deal, he isn't accepting limits, he's imposing them on others. To Bill, deals aren't contracts, they're traps. He uses rules as weapons, exploiting technicalities and loopholes to gain control without ever taking responsibility. If something goes wrong, it's not his fault, you agreed to the terms. This is how Bill preserves his version of freedom. He never breaks his word, but he always breaks you. Deals allow Bill to manipulate reality while pretending he's still above consequences. They let him maintain the illusion that he's free while everyone else is bound. That's the core contradiction of Bill Cipher. He hates control unless he's the one holding it.